Continuing with the same topic, I would say that, I was looking at a reel. The reel showed a person making a hand brush. A common brush by which you use it to, clean your toilets or clean your rooms, clean your bathrooms, your kitchen, etc. And it was shown to be, in a small reel, and it was taken, and everybody applauded that reel. Up, the up finger was nearly 1,000 or 2,000 of them. No, it was shown as a reel because somebody has seen it and he found it interesting and he posted it on that, on the media platform. Now there are hundreds of these kind of techniques which are available. Pottery making, different types of pottery making, kite making, small tin boxes making. There are so many of this available in plenty in India. These are all handicrafts made of, which we use, which we don't even recognize as talents in India. I was just thinking, these are also places of tourism, because many of them don't see them. If you look at a Westerner, he does not know where a brush is being made, how a brush is being made. All he knows is he goes to he goes to Costco, he goes to orders through Flipkart or through Amazon and gets his brush. He has not seen it as how the operation happens. Whereas in India, we see it every day, how a broom is made. It is on the road, we see a broom is being made. How, what we call yarn made through the coconut husk. Coconut thread, I would see, that is what I would say. Everything is a specialty in India, but because it is so common in India, we don't see it as an attraction. Even jaggery making. There are places in India where jaggery is made in the open fields, and that is also a technique. Because it is so common in India, we don't see it as a tourist attraction. Let us look at it on a different plane. The Westerners come here, many of them have not seen these kind of activities at all because it is so common for India. For example, milking a cow. They take it as a big show. For example, if you go to Japan, they show the tea ceremony. We went and paid money for the stupidity. Tea making ceremony and tea serving ceremony. It's nothing. It was 15 minutes affair for which I paid 1,000 rupees. And when I go to a chai shop here, I don't even look at him as a person who's making tea. I disregard him, look all around, take a bhaji from him, or use a samosa while he's making the tea. The tea he makes is a technique which we have not applauded, neither we are appreciated in our lives. Because it is available every corner in India. Every corner street has got one. So, these are something which need to be highlighted. It is not necessary that only if the Prime Minister of Japan comes or the Prime Minister of Australia comes, we show them how tea making is done. And we call it this chai, that chai, etc. Not necessary. We can bring in our tourists. One of the major problems which we have there is that those places have to be now, I would say, given a shape up, a ship shape. I would say, suppose we go to a brushing manufacturing unit in India, it will look dirty, filled with all the old brushes, discarded cuttings, discarded, everything will be lying all around. Suppose we have we showcase a few places where we take them to a brush making unit, which will be very clean. He is in a uniform. He is in a, he uses all kinds of, clean techniques to clean up the room, but the manufacturing technique is the regular technique. So the idea which I am trying to present to you is that these are the factors which will attract more tourists. A few, for example, making a brush will take you about 15 minutes. Traveling to that place may take you another 20 minutes. So you will be able to take the tourists for a couple of these spots, and before lunch, after starting in the morning, you will be able to see three spots like this: manufacturing of a brush, manufacturing of a tin can, manufacturing of a tin cup, anything. I would say anything, because we have not appreciated this, we have not valued them. Just as we do not value the services of our mother, we take it for granted. Our services of our father, we take it for granted. The love and affection they pour on us, we take it for granted. We have not appreciated it. When we learn to appreciate things, then we will know the value of things. In the same manner, rope making, using the coir material. That's a beautiful technique. You'll see it on the way when you go travel all over the south and maybe in the northeast. When you travel, you'll see a lot of places where these machines are kept on the road, and how the people, in ordinary dresses, they will be making the wire. Big bales of those coir is brought in, and then those threads are made into ropes. The size of the ropes depends on how you want it, how the orders have they been ordered. All that is available for use for us. So, these are the places of tourism also, which we can highlight to those people who are not aware it from the other countries. They do not know what India has because we have not valued it. Suppose we take it and make it and convert it into monetary terms, we will be able to commercialize it. And it will also give them, you see, suppose you take them to a tin shed. Suppose a shed is being put over, and then you teach it's a marketing gimmick. You will show a half a dozen, these ropes making people waiting and doing the job. Then I'm sure there will be, it's an opportunity for them to highlight, to sell their products, to do so many things. The same thing with mat making. The mat making, they go on the road, they sell mats and they call for mats and we buy them. And, because a common thing which we have been using over years, millenniums in India, we have not appreciated the techniques, the methodology, and how they start manufacturing the root, from the process. So if we are able to clear the process, make the people, take them around, show them these places, how it starts, where for example, we call it the korai, with the korai mat, which is available near Tirunelveli. So we call it the korai mat. Where the korai grows, how the korai is plucked, how the korai is washed, cut into sizes, how it is colored, how it is dried, and then how the mat is prepared, how it is shot, how the threads are put together. All these are techniques. In the previous, in the generation, we all used to sit down and eat. At that time, we had seating mats, which had, they used to extend for about 20 feet, 30 feet mats. One single stretch of 30 feet or 20 feet mats. Can we imagine that kind of technique available anywhere? It's all in the big businesses in the Western world. Here, it is made by hand. So, these handcrafts which we sell, which we try to sell through the, khadi, through other technologies, through private people, who try to show off and try to bring it as a advertisement for self, aggrandizement. It can be converted into a tourist commercial spot by which we will be able to, give a development to those areas, a boost of the economy in those areas, because consequently when we want to take a tourist, we would like to have good roads, a place where a good toilet, a place where they can ease themselves and also have a break, where they can have good food, a good restaurant. All these are opportunities which might open up. I'm not saying it will go into, but which opportunities which might happen. So I would suggest that we look at identify these individual areas which we have, identify these individual handicrafts which we have, and so that when we identify them, the process can be defined and the process can be shown as a tourist attraction, making the place clean, and it can be an opportunity for the economy of that place to grow faster. That's like just a suggestion which we can look into. Thank you.